What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Don't forget as well, please, to like and share the videos. Thank you to everyone that has done that, is doing that. You can also support the channel as well. I do have a Patreon account. The link is in the description. All right, these videos are going up a lot later than I would have liked. That's because I went out last night and got smashed to pieces. You know, when you go out and you drink and you wake up and you say to yourself, I'm never drinking again. That was me this morning. So we are going to do loads of videos. There are videos coming. Terence Crawford, obviously. Tyson Fury splitting with Ben Davison. This week in boxing, which normally goes out on Sunday, will be Monday now. So will be the Q&A part 2. So bear with me, people. Videos are coming. I was just in no state of mind to film this morning. All right, let's talk Teofimo Lopez, Richard Commey. Teofimo Lopez, the new IBF lightweight champion. I was trying to think of a word to describe that performance, and the only word that I could think of was statement. That was a statement performance. When, especially in boxing nowadays, there are so many ways to win a fight and win world titles, right? You can get elevated to a world title. You can fight for a vacant world title. You can be gifted a world title. You can fight for a world title against someone that maybe is on the slide, someone that you're going to beat, really. Almost like a Canelo Kovalev. No disrespect to that performance, but you know what I'm saying. This was none of that, right? Richard Commey was live, a live dog who, again, in the lead up to the fight, I said, really, for me, is an unbeaten fighter. Those two split decision losses I thought were harsh. So he fought yesterday, an unbeaten fighter who came to fight, and he knocked him out in the second round. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a statement performance. I mean, he took center of the ring yesterday. You know what he did? Richard Commey landed flush in the first, I'm going to say 30 seconds, a good right hand. He took it and kept on coming forward. That didn't deter him. And it was a boxing clinic, I thought. I thought his punch output was good. I thought his picking of punches was good. His left hook was good. He actually stung Richard Commey in the first round with a beautiful left hook that I thought got unnoticed. It was a good shot. And he stunned him again in the second round with that same shot. And then obviously the punch to put him down. Fuck me. How Richard Commey got up from that punch, I do not know. And then obviously jumped on in and got the stoppage. Was it an early stoppage? I don't think so. Richard Commey was covering up, right? I don't think a lot of the shots were landing flush, but I think Richard Commey was covering up and not throwing anything back. So for me, a good stoppage. And again, statement win. Statement win. I said Richard Commey would knock him out. I said this fight has come too early. I did say on that video that Teofimo Lopez's ceiling is higher than Richard Commey, but I thought this fight has come maybe 1 or 2 fights too early. I was so wrong. Teofimo Lopez is here, people. I did a prospect of the year video last year, and he was my prospect of the year, him and Shakur Stevenson. I mean, he's literally jumped now from prospect to I am here. I am world champion. And I'm so happy for him. He's a great guy outside the ring, great character. And Bob Arum's going to have dollar signs in his eyes, right? Because Teofimo Lopez looks like a guy that, again, not only can go and win titles, he's done that obviously at 135, but maybe 140 and maybe even 147. He's very, very big. A lot was made about Richard Commey's size, right? There isn't much size difference between those two. If anything, I'd like to know what they weighed fight night, because Teofimo Lopez looked really big, really strong. Again, that right hand was on the fucking button. On the button. And yeah, it was a great performance. Not much more to say about it, just because it was a 2-round fight. It would have been nice to have seen Teofimo Lopez go through some adversity, just so we know he can go through adversity. But look, you don't get paid for overtime in boxing. And it sets up, well, fingers crossed, it sets up that Teofimo Lopez Vasyl Lomachenko fight for all the marbles. I know the WBC belt's out there somewhere with Devin Haney or maybe with Luke Campbell soon, but that is going to be a unification fight. It's a huge fight to make right now. Let's hope Top Rank give us that fight straight away. They were both in the ring, right? Vasyl Lomachenko stepped through the ropes. He said, well done to Teofimo Lopez for, what did he say? I think he used the term arriving or welcome to the big leagues or something like that. But Teofimo Lopez is here, people. An unbeaten fighter. And he took out Richard Commey. That's no joke. I hope people don't overlook that performance, because I know people weren't too high on Richard Commey. What he did there was no joke. I mean, to put Richard Commey away like that, that's a statement performance. And for me, he jumps up to number 2 in the rankings. A lot of people have maybe Devin Haney floating around there. Nope, he is number 2. It's Vasyl, then it's Teofimo, then it's the rest. He is a legit world champion. Again, Devin Haney won that belt because Vasyl Lomachenko was elevated to that crappy franchise shit. So this is a legit world champion here that, fingers crossed, America gets behind, because I like Teofimo. I like people that talk the talk and walk the walk. This guy does talk a lot. He's now delivered. As for how he gets on with Loma, firstly, let's hope, again, that the fight gets made immediately. Let's hope that Loma doesn't have one in between and then they wait till the summer. I can't see why they don't just do this fight, I don't know, April, May. Let's just do it. Let's see if Teofimo Lopez can swim with the big dog, because Loma is a completely different proposition. I know Teofimo Lopez has got the size, he's got that kind of youthful exuberance, he's definitely got the power, we saw that. But Loma's boxing ability is just, it's unreal. It's unreal. So it's going to be a good matchup. I would like to see him maybe take on a Luke Campbell, if anything. If they can't make that fight happen, I'd like to see that fight happen, maybe with a Luke, someone else in that division. But if they can make it straight away, then do it, right? Do it. Teofimo Lopez obviously only had 2 rounds there, so he's fresh, he's good to go. And I think that would be a fantastic fight. My money would always go with Lomachenko, but with that kind of power, with that kind of size, you never know. And not only that, but it's a confidence thing as well now. Yes, he probably thought he was world level before, but you don't know until you fight a world level operator and do that to them. He done that, so he knows he's there now. But again, Loma's a completely different performance. But I was wrong. I'm happy to have been proven wrong. I always think it's good when the prospect steps up and does something like that, and he did step up. But very, very happy with that performance. Great performance. Richard Commey will come again. I wonder if he might step up to 140, very big at 135. Looked awful on the scales, I thought. I'm not making excuses for him. Looked awful on the scales. I do wonder if he might jump to 140 and see if he can get a few fights there. Maybe try and get the Robert Easter rematch again. Robert Easter's jumped to 140 as well now. But look, very impressed with Teofimo Lopez. Very quick video, this one. I'm happy that I was proved wrong. It's always good, again, when the prospects kind of step up to the big leagues, and he's definitely there now. What chance did you guys give him with Vasyl Lomachenko? What did I give Luke? I think I gave Luke a 15% chance. I give Teofimo 25% chance. I still heavily favour Vasyl Lomachenko, heavily favour him. But Teofimo surprised me yesterday. Fast hands, power in both hands. That left hook wobbled Commey twice, and obviously the big right hand done the damage. So he's got power, he's fast, good boxing brain, very intelligent. And again, that youthful exuberance and that confidence. He's definitely got a chance. But we are talking about Vasyl Lomachenko here, people. A very good Vasyl Lomachenko. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Peace.